This is a conversation between King Janaka and Yajnavalkya. Once Maharishi Yajnavalkya ji comes to visit King Janaka, then Janaka does all his seva, takes care of him, and then he says, I want to ask you some questions. Usually Janaka has that spirit of inquiry. He wanted to know more. He wanted to listen to more knowledge. So then he asked Yajnavalkya, so please tell us what illumines this life. So Yajnavalkya says that, it is the sun. When the sun rises, the whole creation, active and then, isn't it, alive? So then he says, what about in the night? So he says the moon. Moon is right there. In the night it is the moon which has the energy of the sun only. The moon illumines our life. So when it is Amavasya, there is no moon, no? Then what is the thing? Then he says it is the fire. Fire also illumines our life. And then he says, okay, all these three, sun, moon and fire, what about if these three things are not there, then what? When there's the sun, moon and the fire, if the fire is also not there, then it is the sound, he said, the speech. When we speak also it is energizing, right? So then, okay, beyond speech what it is, he asked. Then he says it's the silence. In silence, what is that? Beyond speech it is silence. Beyond silence, what is there? Then Yajnavalkya says that it is the self. Self is that which is the light of all lights. It illumines everything. That is the self. And that is the self which can see without seeing, hear without hearing, feel without feeling. These things, with all these five senses, it can do everything without the sense organs. So because there is no two, when you come to the self, there is no other. Yeah? Then Janaka was very happy with that knowledge. And that is where, Gurudev also says that it is the self which has the same energy as the Guru, the self, the mantra and the Ishta. These are the same energy that when you meditate with the mantra, it has the same energy as the Guru, as your Ishta Devata, whoever you are praying to. So I remember an incident, a few years back, maybe 30 years back. We were traveling with Gurudev in northeast, Assam. We were traveling by road. Suddenly in some village, Gurudev made the car stop, and then he made Vinodji get down, and then he gave 457 rupees or something. He said he gave it to him and said, go and give it to the lady in that house. And Vinodji was very surprised what is Gurudev saying, but anyway, we do what he says, right? So he went into this small hut it was. He went inside and then he gave the money to her and came back. Then he came and said to Gurudev, she had a big picture of Kali Ma, and she was praying to Kali that please somehow give me just this amount of money, because she wanted to buy the medicine for her husband who was not well. She didn't have any money, but she was praying to Kali. And then he came and told Gurudev. Then he said she needed the exact amount, this much only she needed. And she was so thankful. So then he said, how did you know that she needed only this much amount? They asked Gurudev. Then he said, she was praying to Kali, he was saying. Then Gurudev said, all lines come to me. All lines are connected to me. So then we understood that her Ishta Devata was Kali. She was praying to Kali, Guru energy, as always he used to tell us. But that incident really made me realize, that whoever you pray to, it reaches to the one and the only one. That is the Guru, the Self.